Is it too late to change? If you're asking that question, you're already ahead of most people. Because most people don't ask. They don't reflect. They don't confront themselves. They just drift, quietly, for years. And then one day, they wake up and realize they've been living the same year on repeat. Different calendar, same life. So let me tell you the truth, right up front. The real problem isn't your age. It's not your past. It's not your personality. It's the 3 things you haven't done yet. And I know how this feels. You look at other people and think, they started earlier. They're younger. They have energy. They have time. They have support. And you look at yourself and think, I'm late. I'm behind. I'm tired. I'm stuck. But too late is not a fact. It's a sentence your brain uses to protect comfort. Because change is risky. Change means you might fail again. Change means you might look stupid again. Change means you might have to stop hiding behind excuses that keep you safe. So if you've ever felt too late, comment me. Not because you're weak, because you're human. And today we're gonna break that sentence in half. 1, why too late feels true. When you say, it's too late, you're not really talking about time. You're talking about pain. The pain of regret. The pain of wasted years. The pain of trying before and failing. The pain of starting again and feeling like a beginner again. Because being a beginner is humiliating. Not in a dramatic way, in a quiet way. You look around and everyone seems to know what they're doing, and you feel behind. So your brain offers you a deal. If you believe it's too late, you don't have to try. And if you don't try, you don't have to risk pain. That's the trap. But let's be honest about something. Time will pass either way. The question is, will it pass with change or with excuses? Most people don't fail because they're old. They fail because they keep waiting for the perfect moment. They say, I'll start when I have more time, when the stress is gone, when I feel confident, when my life is stable. But the perfect moment is a fantasy. Your life will never be perfectly calm. There will always be noise, bills, problems, work, family, random chaos. So if your plan requires a perfect life, your plan is not a plan. It's a dream that dies slowly. Here's the real reason people feel too late. They keep postponing until they run out of self-respect. Because after the 100th delay, it's not about time, it's about trust. You stop trusting yourself, you promise, you break it, you promise, you break it. And eventually your brain says, see, we don't do that, we're not that person. That's why the first goal is not motivation. It's rebuilding trust. 2, the turning point. So is it too late? No. But here's the sharp truth. It becomes too late when you keep waiting. Not because time ran out, because courage ran out. And courage doesn't come from thinking. Courage comes from movement. That's why the next 3 things matter. They're not motivational quotes. They're not mindset hacks. They're steps that rebuild trust and direction. So listen closely. If you do these 3 things first, you can change at 25, at 35, at 45, at 55, even at 65. But you must do them first. The 3 things you must do first thing, Hasson. Pick a reason that hurts. First thing, pick a reason that hurts. If your reason is weak, your change will be temporary. Because a weak reason collapses the moment life hits you. Most people choose soft reasons. I want to be better. I want to improve. I want a new life. Nice, but not strong. You need a reason with teeth. A reason that stings when you say it out loud. A reason that makes staying the same feel more painful than changing. Because change is hard, but staying the same is harder, just slower. Let's make this real. Imagine a person who keeps saying, one day I'll start. They say it at 28, then again at 32, then again at 39, then again at 46. And suddenly the phrase one day becomes a joke they hate hearing. That's what you're trying to escape. So here's the exercise. Do it right now. Finish this sentence. If nothing changes, my life in 12 months will look like, don't write a polite answer. Write the honest answer. Maybe it's, I'll still feel stuck. I'll still be broke. I'll still be ashamed. I'll still hate my job. I'll still be blaming my past. I'll still be watching other people live. Now go deeper. Ask, and if nothing changes for 3 years, 5 years? This is not to scare you. This is to wake you up. Because the biggest lie your brain tells you is, we have time. You do have time, but only if you stop wasting it. Now, choose one pain you refuse to repeat. Just one. Maybe it's, I'm done feeling powerless. I'm done being broke. I'm done being the person who always starts and quits. I'm done being invisible in my own life. That sentence becomes your anchor, not your motivation, your anchor. Because when the excitement dies, and it will, you don't move with excitement, you move with meaning. Thing #2, kill the motivation myth. Second thing, kill the motivation myth. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. If you build your life on feelings, your life will collapse every time you feel tired. And you will feel tired. You will feel bored. You will feel insecure. You will feel like quitting. That's not a personal failure. That's being human. So stop waiting for motivation like it's a rescue team coming to save you. Here's the truth. Motivation usually comes after you start, not before. You don't get motivated and then act. You act and then motivation catches up. That's why you need a system. A system so small you can't fail. A system that works on your worst day. Because if your plan only works on your best day, it's not a plan. It's a fantasy. So here's the framework. Minimum action, daily, non-negotiable, 10 minutes, 1 paragraph, 1 upload step. Not because 10 minutes will change your life instantly, but because 10 minutes rebuilds trust, and trust is everything. Let me make it painfully real. When you say, I'll do it later, your brain records, we don't do it. When you do 10 minutes today, your brain records, we are the kind of person who shows up. That's identity, not motivation. And identity is what creates change that lasts. So ask yourself this question. What is the smallest action I can do even on my worst day? Not, what would be impressive? Because impressive is ego. Impressive is how people burn out. Repeatable is freedom. Repeatable is how you win slowly and permanently. And here's a rule that will save your future. Never miss twice. Miss 1 day, fine. Miss 2, that's a pattern. So if you fall off, you don't punish yourself. You return immediately. That's the skill. Thing, #3, change your environment first. Third thing, change your environment before you try to change yourself. Most people try to change personality. They say, I need more discipline. I need more willpower. I need to be stronger. But willpower is fragile. Environment is powerful. If your phone steals your attention, it's not because you're weak. It's because the phone is designed to steal. If your room is messy, your mind will be messy. If your desk is chaos, your focus will be chaos. If your friends pull you into old habits, your identity will stay old. So stop fighting a war with your brain. Change the battlefield. Here's the rule. Make the right action easier than the wrong one. 1 click to distraction, 10 steps to progress. Distraction wins. So redesign it, put the gym shoes by the door, make the default choice healthy. Open the work file before you go to bed, put the checklist on your desk, mute notifications, delete 1 app, move the junk food out of sight. Sit in a place where you can't easily scroll. This is not discipline. This is strategy. Because discipline is expensive. Strategy is cheap. Your environment is either pushing you forward or pulling you back. So pick 1 change today. Just 1. Make it physical. Make it real. Because real change happens in reality. Closing, this is how you win. So is it too late to change? No. But it becomes too late when you keep waiting. Too late is not a fact. It's a refusal disguised as wisdom. It's your brain saying, let's not risk pain. Let's stay safe. Let's stay familiar. But you didn't click this video to stay familiar. You clicked because a part of you is still alive. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, don't chase motivation. Chase trust. Pick 1 painful reason. Do the minimum action daily. Change 1 environment trigger. 7 days. Not when you feel ready. 7 days. Then look at yourself and ask, am I still the same person? Because change doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens in small, repeated actions that create a new identity. If you want the next video, how to choose one thing and commit, comment next. Anyone can start. The real winners are the ones who stay.